Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are. This is Agent Norman, and I am Agent Norman simply because I am a licensed health, life, and annuities insurance agent. I am also an authorized telecom dealer, and I do network marketing. I guess you can call me a jack of a few trades, not all trades, of course, but I do strive to master the few trades that I do partake in. Excuse the quality on this video. Let me say that first of all, I'm having problems with either the sound board on the software or one of the ports on the computer, but I have a lot of people waiting for me to do the video so they can get started, so we're just gonna have to bear with it here. But let's go ahead and move forward with this. Obviously I'm not a paid actor here. I'm not here to entertain you or anything like that. I'm just here to present the opportunity to you and give you an opportunity to actually join my network. That being said, let's go ahead and get into it here. Join me, which is ZombieCom, or Zombie Communications Network. We call it ZombieComs. In return, I'm going to give you the solution to the #1 problem that's actually facing marketers, and this is a system I've been using to generate leads for my health insurance and life insurance business for 5 or 6 years, and I'm going to go ahead and share this with you, and hopefully it makes you a lot of money, and you help make me a lot of money. And of course, this is a business. I mean, it's not your business. We're just marketers for other businesses. Your actual business is actually marketing and networking with other marketers. That's what we do. Of course, there are many different ways that you can make money online. There is no one particular way. And we're going to use a lot of different methods. We just have a lot of eggs, and we have eggs in a lot of a variety of different baskets, so to speak. Now, we receive a referral fee. Some people refer to it as a commission. I'm in the insurance business. We say commission, but we get a referral fee for generating leads, referrals, clients, customers, sales, whichever word you want to use. It's all the same thing. It's the results that matter. You're going to be 1099, not W-2, so you're going to be responsible for your own taxes. For those of you that are accustomed to being employees, now you got to think more along the lines of an employer. Pay your pay your taxes whenever you want to pay your taxes. That's the way I actually prefer it. Payday is going to be pretty much every day on everything we do except the telecommunications, where we're going to get paid on Fridays for every install that you do on Sunday. Prior to that Friday, everything is done by direct deposit also. So for those of you that don't have a bank account, you're going to have to get a bank account in order to get paid. Nobody mails out checks or anything like that anymore. Is this difficult? Well, that's the biggest question that I'm asked. You're going to be working from home unsupervised, so of course you can't be a complete idiot doing this, but it's not difficult. I mean, it's going to be information overload for a lot of you at first, but you're going to have step-by-step video and written instructions for everything, and you're going to be working directly with the trainer. So if you're in my immediate downline, you'll be working directly with me, and you call me anytime and ask your questions. Most of this stuff is going to be automated and already done for you. You're simply just going to be dropping ads and directing people to what we call a landing page, and then they're going to end up on this same website as you, and they're just going to make up their mind whether or not they're in or they're out. So you really don't need any experience, and there is no cost to start, especially for those that think everything is a scam. In order to run a scam, obviously somebody has to ask you for some money. We're going to actually help you make some money before you actually have to spend any money. Now, so let's go ahead and get into the details on this, and just assuming that everybody here is completely new to marketing, this is designed to go step by step so that we can keep this as simple as possible. So for those of you that have experience in marketing, try to be patient. I know it's it sounds stupid, but some people can't even copy and paste. So I'm going to give you the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the how, with no fluff or anything like that. We're just going to get the facts here. Now, how do you earn $30,000 weekly? I mean, a lot of people say, well, that can't be real, and of course people earn $30,000 one week. They may not earn anything for the next couple of weeks, so it's not going to be consistent where you come in and you made $1.5 million in your first year. But in order to build that type of income, you're going to have to build a network. Basically you're going to have individuals working with you to attain their goals, and while they're working to attain their goals, they're simultaneously helping you to achieve your goals. use this all the time. Zig Ziglar said, you know, help enough people get what they want and you will get what you want. And that's basically what we're doing here. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I mean here. Let's speed out of the PowerPoint. I already have a video recorded on this, and the sound may be crappy on this because of this soundboard. So you know, it's on the website. We need to copy the website, so you can always go back and watch this stuff at your own leisure. I'm going to go ahead and start it here and be quiet. Well, this video is just to show you the power of networking. Obviously, when you're working by yourself, you're always going to have to continue to work. So it's always going to be best to have other people working that are trying to achieve the exact same thing that you are, and you're actually building an income based upon other people's efforts. Right now, it's just you, and with nobody on your team, if we calculate your income, let's just give you an idea here. And come on, let's calculate the income. Obviously, you see your income is going to be, let's go back up. What is that? $1 per month. That's not actually a lot of income. Even if you have, let's say, just one person, and you'll have CryptoTab is not a primary promotion. This is just something that runs in the background. I let this thing kind of run at night because it's mining Bitcoin, which does slow your computer down. So during the day when I'm actually using the computer, I turn this thing off and turn it back on at night when I'm done with the computer and just let it run overnight. But you see, if you have one person, just you, and that one person, or if it's you have one person that has one person, your monthly income is going to be one. But remember, we're recruiting, we're bringing in sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5 people per day. So let's just click this up to 5 people here, and let's just calculate what your income would be if you have 5 people on your team and those people are doing the exact same thing. Now you see that income starts to get substantial, and this is something that is just passive income that's running in the background. This is nothing that you actually have to do to earn any money. This is just to give you an idea of the power of networking. I mean, you may bring in 100 people, you know, that bring in, you know, 100 people, but only 5 or 6 stick around. Let's see if you brought in 10 and, you know, they brought in 4. I mean, you're going to get a copy of this. You can kind of play around with the numbers yourself to see what your income would be. $13,000 per month, and that's with you bringing in 10 and them bringing in 4. So you have to kind of play around with it. But 5 and 5 is probably going to be more realistic because you're going to bring in a lot of people that bring in a lot of people, but a lot of people are just going to drop off. So this is a realistic income, passive income. It may take you 6 months to get there. It may take a year to get there, but eventually, you know, you may get there. And as I say, it's just passive income. It's not something that you actually have to do. But let's go ahead and get back into the PowerPoint presentation. I just wanted to give you an idea of the power of networking. So let's get back to the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, let's close that one out. Let's get back over to the PowerPoint and see if we can pick up from the current slide. Just wanted to give you an idea of the power of networking. And as I said on that video, you know, even though you're bringing in multiple people each and every week, those people are going to drop off. They're going to die. They're going to get different jobs. They're just they'll never send out any ads, you know, that sort of stuff. But let's go ahead and get into the what. What do we actually do? You know, well, we promote various businesses, you know, to enhance and multiply our income, because as you're bringing these people into the business and they're doing the exact same thing, you're actually building a network regardless if you know it or not. It's inadvertent, but nonetheless, it's happening. So, of course, you want to take advantage of that network that you're building. So we're doing things like the Zombicom Telecommunications Network. The top earners that are actually making $30,000 a week, they're actually doing that with the home security systems and the home automations. But we're using a lot of different avenues. You saw the CryptoTab browser. That's just passive income that's running in the background. Fund My Home for home buyer down payment assistance for those that want to become homeowners. Of course, we got CBD oil products in there, of course. Best Easy Work is just something that's thrown in there for fun, for extra cash daily. Carrot bars, obviously you want to have some sort of avenue to store your money when you start making that kind of money. You don't want it all just sitting either in Bitcoin or in US dollars. So gold is on there. And of course, you may want to learn affiliate marketing. I use ClickBank and Max Bounty for my affiliate marketing. But as I said, we have our eggs in a lot of different baskets here. The one that's advertised on the website, the 2100 channels, $100 bills over and over. Let's go ahead and take a look at that video. Let's go out of that and let's see if I can find it. I think that's a 7 minutes video and it's already up. So I'm going to go ahead and start it and enlarge it for you.
What I want to do right now is I want to show you a phenomenal affiliate concept. Imagine having the opportunity to earn a $100 bill over and over and over and over again on a daily basis effortlessly in an automatic pilot. We presently have people earning over $300 to $400 a day here right now, and they don't even know how they're doing it. It's that simple. Isn't that amazing? The best part about this is there is no company owner. There is nobody to dictate. There is nobody to control the commissions. This is all done through instantaneous transactions between you and a direct retail product user. Isn't that amazing? Let me show you how simple this works and how you can start cashing in today immediately. Okay? All right. So here at LVN, it's $147 one time out of pocket to enroll to get access to the product. Now, you're going to be enrolled by somebody called a sponsor. Okay? You're going to have a direct retail transaction between you and a sponsor. Not you and the company, but between you and the sponsor. The $147 is paid to that individual we call the sponsor. The sponsor is going to keep a $100 retail profit on a retail sale, and their wholesale cost in making sure that we send out and transact that product is $47 to the actual manufacturer of the product. Isn't that amazing? Now, here's the best part. This is an incredible affiliate concept. Using the one-up system, everybody has to qualify with their first sale. So now it all starts with you, okay? You came in, you bought at $147, your sponsor made $100, no problem. Now, your very first sale, this is going to be called your qualifying sale, and let's say that person is Bill. Now, when you introduce Bill to buying the business package, Bill's going to pay $147, but that $147 is going to transact with Bill and your sponsor, because the very first sale you introduce as your qualifying sale, they are referred to your sponsor one time only. You never have to do this again. Now, you can go out now and start your second sale or your first active sale, okay? Let's say your second sale, or I may say your first active sale, could be Tracy. This is not a qualifying sale. This is Tracy. Tracy purchases the product at $147, transacts with you directly. You keep $100. You're invoiced $47 to supply the product from the manufacturer. Boom, you keep $100 retail profit. Now, here's the beautiful thing. What does Tracy have to do? She has to do exactly what you did previously. Tracy needs to qualify. Tracy's going to go out, generate her first sale. You didn't generate this sale. Tracy did. But Tracy's obligated due to the qualification process of referring Troy, which is her first qualifying sale, to you. So now you get a referral and you make another $100 bill. Isn't that amazing? And you didn't even know who Troy was. Tracy is now free to go. She can start her first active sale like you did, her first pay line, whatever you want to call it. She can start getting into profit immediately. Now, Troy is working directly with you. He was referred to you by Tracy, so guess what? Congratulations. Troy's working directly with you. Troy goes out, generates his first qualifying sale. You don't even know this person. You don't even know they exist until you get a notification. This person is Mike. Mike needs to transact this sale directly with you. Boom, you pick up another $100 bill. Basically, effortlessly, in an automatic pilot, Mike contacting you saying, hey, I understand I'm going to be working with you directly. I need to pay the $147. You keep that $100 bill. Troy is now free to start his own first active sale. Mike's now working with you. Guess what? Mike wants to get qualified. What does Mike have to do? Mike has to refer his first qualification sale to you, Terry. You don't even know Terry. Hey, you didn't even know Mike. And now, boom, you pick up another retail transaction of $100. So far you've made $100 off Tracy, $100 off Troy, and $100 off Mike, and you only knew one of these people. Isn't that amazing? So what you're seeing here right now is an infinite pay line, an infinite retail concept generating $100 bills for you to infinity. Because guess what's going to happen next? Mike brought in Terry. Well, guess what? Terry wants to qualify. Terry's going to introduce Karen. And guess what? Karen's got to go in your pay line. You pick up another $100 bill. It's as simple as that. And guess what Karen's going to do? She's going to introduce Susan. And guess what? You pick up another $100 bill. Everyone's got to leave one qualifying sale in your infinite pay line. Isn't that amazing? Now, what happens if you go out and generate a second sale, a third sale, a fourth sale, a fifth sale, a second sale, let's say? Dennis, you pick up $100. And then what happens if Dennis has to qualify? Brings in Rhonda. You pick up $100. And what happens if Rhonda has to qualify? She brings in Vivian. You pick up $100. You're getting paid $100 on every referral being situated within your pay line. I mean, really, what more could you ask for? Everyone is capable of referring one person to LVN to get access to a product that nobody else in the world has. Learning how to close people in 45 seconds or less. Learning how to overcome every objection. Learning how to put minimum 12,000 people in your team per year. And learning how to get involved in any business opportunity in the world online with no money out of pocket. Who would not want access to that and at the same time get paid $100 over and over and over again? Folks, this is absolutely brilliant. It's exciting and it's something the industry needs. For those of you that are serious, get back to the person that sent you this video, let you hear this audio, share the website with you, and let's get started ASAP.
Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and go back into the PowerPoint presentation here. I want to stay on track here to make sure I don't leave anything out. And you saw that the price on that is the $147. That's why I said earlier in the video, we're going to give you money, help you get some money so that you can move up to these bigger opportunities without actually having to spend any money out of pocket. You know, so and just to show how they got there, the income is for those of you all that don't understand that. In week one, let's say you're bringing in 2 people per day and you have those 2 new trainees, and each one of those people are at $100 times 10. You earn $1,000 in that first week. But of course, the following week, those 10. Now, this is in a perfect world. Remember, I told you that even though you bring in 10, 15 people per week, a lot of those people are going to drop off. So this is not, we're not in a perfect world. But if we were, in week 2, you see those 10 trainees would pass up 10 new trainees to you, giving you 100 trainees at $100 each would give you a $10,000 income for that particular week. That's in week 2. Week 3, I'm sorry, let's go back here. I'm messing around with the cursor. In week 3, those 100 trainees pass up 1 each to you. That would give you 1,000 at $100. You'd see you get $100,000 in weekly income in a perfect world just in week 3. In week 4, the numbers just get really, really totally ridiculous. You know, obviously 1,000 trainees at 10 passing each up at 10,000 times at $100. You'd get $1 million weekly income, and that's simply in week 4. So this is just hypothetical. As I said, a lot of these people are going to drop off. They're not going to drop ads. They're not going to do anything. But nonetheless, you do have people that are on a consistent basis making $2,000, $3,000 a week just from this. The $30,000 weekly, as I said, that's actually something that you're going to be exposed to down later. We want to get you to a point where you can crawl, walk, and then you can take off and run. That's going to be when you get to the fully authorized telecommunications dealer, where you can do the home security and home automation, cell phones. Basically, you can do any type of telecommunications in the country with any different carrier. Let's go ahead and move on here. Now, so how do you get there? So let's go ahead and show you what we're doing here. We're dropping ads, and you've heard me, you got to drop ads. We do that via voice, email, fax, and text. And we're going to actually give you the tools to send the ads. We're not just going to, let you go out there and do things on your own. I mean, I have an upline also, people that brought me into these various things, and trust me, I haven't gotten anything except an invitation to a Facebook group that's full of people that are already doing what I'm doing. So, that's one of the benefits that you're going to have of being on my team and my network. But we're going to give you the tools, and we're going to give you the training, obviously, on how to download this stuff and how to install and use the tools. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let's go back here, but I got to go out of the PowerPoint. I think I got to go back into the, This is what we're using here. We're using voice marketing, text marketing, fax marketing if you want to do business-to-business campaigns, such as business loans or merchant processing. We use business-to-business email marketing also. I don't really use the MLM Gateway all that much. That's basically a site that's full of sellers, not buyers. You can drop ads on Craigslist if you want to, or pull resumes. You pull resumes off of Craigslist. Social media, I wouldn't recommend that for newbies. You're going to spend a lot of money in the beginning trying to figure out your pixels or whatever, just how to do that stuff. When you want to use social media advertising, it's going to be best to get a marketing company to do that, because the algorithms change all the time. Keywords, bidding strategies. I mean, it's not as easy as some people would make it sound. But since we're doing referrals, obviously you can look around. You are going to have friends and family members that need some of the services that we're offering. 2,100 plus channels of cable, which is also going to include the local broadcast. I'm a cord cutter. I have a Fire Stick, and the local channels, football games on the local channels, that was a problem for me every Saturday and Sunday. But of course, always let people know what you're doing. But just starting out for the most part, and let me show you what you're going to be using here. When you join my network, you're going to get login credentials to this software, so you can log in. Just to show you how this stuff actually looks when you get in here. Come on. And if you want to do a campaign, you just go on to campaigns after you put your list in there, of course. Just add a new campaign. If you want to do a message campaign, which is just dropping messages on voicemail, you could do that. An agent campaign is simply just putting your list in there, and a dialer dials your list, and when someone answers the phone, it's transferred to you. An interactive campaign is what we call press one campaigns in the insurance business. If someone answers the phone, they hear a message, and if they want to talk to a live agent, they press 1, and then the call is transferred over to the agent. You could do something like that also. Interactive voice recognition is just what it says. They can actually talk in the phone and tell give the commands without actually pressing any buttons. Fax campaign is common sense. If you want to drop a flyer on faxes, for business to business, you could do that. We're not going to use this for the SMS. That's text messaging. We're going to use a different software, and you can also use this software for email campaigns if you want to do that. So that's one of the another benefit of joining my team. You get access to the software to run various campaigns. Like I say, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. But let's go ahead and close this out. Let's go ahead and get back into the PowerPoint presentation here. So I want to make sure I don't forget anything, and I don't want to start babbling. I am an insurance guy, so we do have a tendency to babble. But primarily, especially for you newbies, we're going to use text ads. That's what we're going to focus on. And just to give you an example of a text ad, basically you're going to have your hook. You're going to have some sort of power word, to get your hook into the recipient of the text. Then you just give them the body of the text, and of course you want to close with your call to action. And you can use this software for any type of business. I mean, if it's a car lot, tell them to come down to your car lot. If it's a restaurant, you may want to put a coupon in there. Download the coupon and come visit me at my restaurant. Send them to your website. Send them to an email address. What's your call to action? Our call to action is going to be our capture form. That's my capture form. I will send them to the capture form, and then we just let the automation take over from there. You also want to give some sort of exit strategy, and this is just a token because you're going to have access to millions of numbers when you join my network. So there is no need to send any more than one text to each number. I mean, in the state of Florida, we have almost 10 million numbers in the database. It would take you 2 or 3 years sending 10,000 ads per day to reach that entire database. But we just put that in there just to simply, to stay compliant and try to keep ourselves out of hot water. But we're only sending one text to one phone number anyway, so just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and show you what I mean here. We're going to watch this short video, and it's already pre-recorded. That way I can kind of take a break on talking here. I'm talking myself to death. I'm going to start it, enlarge it, then I'm going to shut up here. Okay, briefly, let's go over the text marketing. You'll be able to find this several places on this website, but I'm going to go over and cover it here just briefly. When you come on board, you're going to get a username and a password. You're going to be able to download this exact same system. You have instructions on programming it, or your sponsor will help you program it. Put your username and your password in there, and you log in. First thing that you're going to want to do, I'm going to go through this briefly. This is just to show you how we're generating leads here. We're using the voice messaging, which we went over that on the top video, and this is the text marketing. But you're going to want to create a distribution list. Let's see, give your distribution list a name. Let's say if you're whatever area code you're targeting, you may want to say first 1,000 contacts, or whatever you want to name your distribution list. You can make that a public distribution list if you want. I'd advise against it though. Let's go ahead and create that distribution list. Then we're going to import the actual numbers into the distribution list. If you remember from the other video, remember we had to go ahead and format the Excel file. You can simply select your numbers over here. You can go down, let's say you wanted to select all 10,000, however many numbers. I'm just going to start with the first 5,200. You go shift and just click on that. It will highlight, and those 5,000 numbers are 5,258 numbers. Simply copy those numbers, Come back over, put the cursor in here, and Control V, and there go the number. That's 5,268 numbers that are in there. If you want to replace an existing file, if you have one in there, you simply go to import the numbers. That's going to come up, and you simply want to go back to the distribution list. So there we go. That has, well, actually, I put 1,000 contacts, but you saw me select 5,268. Then you want to go ahead and send out your text message. You want to go ahead and select the distribution list that we just created. You want to send to there. Your message, the message route will be a default. You won't be able to change that. Simply go in and copy and paste your message. Now also you're going to have to be able to write ads or change ads on this. You can't be a complete idiot again doing this business. You're going to have to be able to think. This is an at-home business, not a 9-to-5 job where everything is simply going to be done for you. I'm an insurance agent. I'll just select one of my ads. If it's a business opportunity or a car lot, then simply copy and paste your ad over into this. You can use the software for any type of business. It doesn't matter. You could advertise your church, a car lot. It really does not matter. Once that's in there, only thing you have to do at this point is simply send the message. That is it. And this message is going to go out to everybody that was in that distribution list. I do not want to send that message right now because that is going to go out to all those people. And well, let's just send it here and let's let you see what happens. And there it is. Messages are continued. You'll be able to see what's going on with your campaign in this section there. That's how we're going to generate the leads. Of course, it only goes to common sense. The more ads that you send out, the more response that you're going to get to your ads. People are going to go onto your jot form and fill out the jot form. Then you'll have to touch base with them during the day or after work or before work. The more contacts you have, the more installs or the more business that you're going to write. The more business that you write, the higher your income is going to be. It is that simple. No one can tell you how many ads to send out. I like to play with about 10 to 15,000. Okay, let's go ahead.
Per day. Dabble with the
Let's go ahead and go back into the PowerPoint. Actually, just a second here while we're here. When you send those ads, you're going to have people responding to your ad. If you send out 10,000 ads, you can expect anywhere from about 10 people that are wanting to opt in to 40 or 50. I sent out 10,000 as a tester campaign, and I got, I think the first day it was like maybe 16, 17, and gradually got up to about 40 or 50. And I sent out another campaign. I don't know if you can see under the video, but there's a total of 86 in there off of 20,000 ads that I sent out, so averaging about 43 per campaign. So expect anywhere from about 10 to 43, 50 people responding to 10,000 ads, and you figure maybe 15-20% of those actually take some sort of action. And then of course keep in mind some of those people are going to fall off. But just to give you a visual, I know seeing is believing, so believe your own eyes so that when you send those ads out, people are going to respond to your ad. So let's go ahead and go out of that. Let's go ahead and get back into the PowerPoint. I want to go ahead and start trying to wrap this video up here. I want to try to keep it around 30 minutes for you. We already watched the video there, and as I said, people are going to respond to your ad. Of course, they're going to complete your jot form, and now they're on what we call your warm list. These are people that you can email or text in the future with new business opportunities that you may come across. So you always want to take care of your list and stay in touch with those people, even if you just send out a newsletter maybe once a week or once a month, just to keep your name familiar with your list. And as I said, you can expect to add 10, 30, 50 people or more to your list daily, and you definitely want to keep up with your list. And I guess some of you say making a lot of money can't be that easy or this easy, but yeah, it actually is. I mean, your job really is just simply to drop the ads, and of course just be available for those people that have questions or need help getting started, because some people are going to have problems with with the CVS files, or the with the what's the word I'm looking for, the Excel files. They're going to have problems installing the software or programming the software. So it's really simple stuff once you know what you're doing, but just getting started, it's going to be information overload. And of course, most people, they work busy schedules. They have to go home, they have to cook, they have to take care of the kids. Sometimes it can be a cat and mouse game. and just don't keep calling, don't keep emailing, don't divulge more information. Just either they're in or they're out. Don't waste time chasing people. Like I said, I use this software for the insurance business. People would fill out the forms on the websites, and then you call to give them their quote. They don't answer the phone. Yeah, they don't respond to the emails. They don't respond to the text. They're either in or they're out. You just can't waste time on people that are not serious. And of course, the number one problem facing marketers, networkers, is generating these leads. The referrals, the clients, the customers, the sales. That is the number one problem. And the product, the service, that doesn't matter in the least. I mean, you could really have the cure for cancer, or you could have the answer to world peace, but it doesn't matter if you're not reaching your target market. You're not putting that in front of the target market. Targeting your friends and family to support your dreams, your business ideas. That's the recipe for a lot of frustration, a lot of failure, and poverty. Your family, friends are going to have that wait and see attitude, see how it works for you, and then they're going to jump on your coattails when it works. And of course, you can't just start spamming on Facebook and social media, Instagram, that sort of stuff. If you're sending out friend requests and putting in links and that sort of stuff, you're going to get your Facebook account shut down. Right now, social media, for the most part, is set up for paid advertising. That's where they're sending you. And this is the solution. We just gave you the solution for that problem. That's our proprietary systems, of how we're going to generate those referrals. And of course, our target market, that's individuals that want to work from home or need to work from home. That is a very, very large market. I mean, you're talking about people that may be disabled, people that are at-home parents. They're tired of the corporate environment. They can't drive for whatever reason, or they're just tired of making $5, $10, $15, $20 an hour. They want something better for themselves. We're looking for income opportunity seekers, networkers, MLMers, anybody that wants to work online business and similar type opportunities. And just taking a look at the value of this system that you're getting for free. If you went on to Twilio to do a text marketing campaign, they're charging 0.0075 cents per message. If you could get approved with a bandwidth account, they're charging less than Twilio at 0.0055 per message. But even at 0.0055 at 10,000 ads, you're still looking at $55 for a campaign. And if you have a bad batch of numbers or something, or you run a bad ad and you don't get the response that you want, and you want to run another campaign that same day, you'd be doubling that. But let's say you just ran the one campaign daily for 30 days. You're at $1,650 monthly for something that you're actually getting for free. No other team is going to offer you that. I've been doing this stuff a long time, and I've joined a lot of different businesses, and nobody has given any support on how to generate these referrals. And you're getting access to the voice, the email, the fax, and the text marketing. It's all included in one platform. But of course, we're going to start with something very simple that anybody can do, so that you can earn some money before you spend any money. Because most of you all, I know you're living close to the vest, or you don't have money that you can gamble with right now to take a chance on a business opportunity. So we want to help you make some money before you spend any money. And of course, most of you need income like yesterday, not right now. You needed it yesterday. And of course, you need that without any out-of-pocket expense. So in order to solve that problem, we're going to have to do offers. I mean, it's the only, obviously, it's only one time that you have to do these offers. And of course, then it's there for you to use for life. And but this way, you can get some free cash in your hands. Actually, we're going to give you a means to get free cash in your hands so you can actually complete an offer too also. And most of these offers, they're free anyway, or they're only like $1. They're very inexpensive. Just remember to cancel the stuff if you don't want to actually keep the service. That's the main thing. And of course, nobody wants to do offers, but of course, to be successful, sometimes you're going to have to do things that you simply don't want to do, and you're going to have to attempt things that you thought you just weren't capable of doing. Making money is fun. Yeah, it is. Waking up in the morning, looking at your bank account, or getting notices from your Chime card or whatever. You got a $100 deposit. You got your account balance is $2,300. That stuff is fun. Doing the little things, to make the money, that's actually boring stuff, and that's hard work. Some people call it courage, ambition, drive or determination. Use your own word. But offers is one of the few legitimate ways to earn money right now, in instant income that you can get paid within a few hours, and without actually having to spend a large upfront amount of money. So to help you get started, of course, we're going to direct you to free money so that you can actually make more money. And the potential income on just the offers alone, if you're doing 10,000 ads daily with a tenth of a percentage response with the 10 free referrals and just 20% opt-in at 2 people, and you're on level 10, earning $50 per referral. You're going to earn $100 daily just from this alone. So you see, it only would take 2 days for you to have the 147 to get into the other ventures. And even if you have the 147 to get started, I would still do this because you don't want to leave this money on the table, simply because a lot of people that come into the business, they're not going to have the 147 to get started. They are going to have to do the offers, and you would be leaving this money on the table. It would be going to me or the person that brought you into the business. And if you needed more income from this, obviously common sense just says increase your level or drop more ads. I mean, that's only common sense. Okay, failure is an option. Well, yeah, failure is an option if you don't take any action. You give up before you try. If you don't listen to your trainer, yeah, you're probably going to fail if you do those things. If you can't follow instructions, you're probably going to fail. If you're scared to ask questions when you get lost, you're probably going to fail. And of course, you can't work with other people. You just have that personality. You're definitely going to fail. This is networking, and we're networking with people, not animals. So just follow the training videos, and there's also a progress report. So if you just stay within the training videos and just progress down through the progress report, you're going to be fine. Well, the who, obviously, the who is you, of course. You are the target market at this point. And the where, well, of course, we already told you can work from anywhere you choose. I mean, the only thing you need is just your computer with an internet connection and a telephone. And the why network with me? Because you're going to get access to the proprietary marketing systems. You're going to get the voice, the email, the fax, and the text. And of course, you're getting the training to use that stuff. So you're not just left out there alone to figure things out, or just get an invitation to a Facebook group and send ads in Facebook. That doesn't work. I'm telling you, I've done it. It doesn't work. Well, the win is whenever you decide to stop procrastinating and take some action, which now is always the best time. Time is of the essence too, because some of this stuff that we use, it's here today and gone tomorrow. I mean, business does not stop, and it does not wait until Monday morning. It's not going to wait, until the holidays are over, and it's definitely not going to wait for you to wait and see. It's just going to move on without you. So now it's time to actually follow some directions and take some action. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and let your sponsor know that you're on board, and then you're going to be directed to the training videos immediately so that you can start earning some money as soon as today. So go ahead and click the button over to the right of the video. If you want to scroll down and read the things, read the stuff below the video, do that, and click on the button below the video. Go ahead and do that now, and I'll talk to you on the first training video.